lays eggs. And the eggs hatch into larvae. That's right. And then the larva transforms into
A pupa.
pupa. That's right. And then what
Pop
happens?
out into a mosquito.
Right. So what does the mosquito have to do when it comes out of the pupa stage?
You wait for the leaves to dry and go away.
Right. Okay. And that's the life cycle.
The Aquatic Systems Mosquito Education program is a program designed for elementary, middle, and high school students to really give them a look at real-world science. Our job as a collaboration through the Lee County Mosquito Control District, Florida Gulf Coast University, and the School District of Lee County through the Environmental Education Department is to provide these programs as an enrichment opportunity and supplemental instruction to what classroom teachers are already doing in the classroom. The bulk of our program begins with a 5th grade look at ponds, puddles, and people. That's the name of the program. And we focus on just the life cycle of a mosquito. We talk about the biology of a mosquito. We get into teaching them about what the environment looks like in Lee County and how that relates to what we do at Mosquito Control. In middle school, we take it a step further and do some basic entomology with the students. We talk about classification of animals. We talk about where mosquitoes fit in taxonomy. We look at actual mosquitoes under the microscope, looking at the different parts of those mosquitoes, and we examine a variety of both native and exotic insects, really tied in with the life science curriculum that they're already doing. In high school biology, we get really into the research and science that happens, every week out of mosquito control, and that is looking at what we're using to help control mosquito populations. So biology students get to see what's actually happening in the real world, in science labs, doing what we call a bioassay, and that's where we're testing the toxicity of a bacterium to mosquito larvae.
So we have all these different programs that we do, and when we're teaching the upper level programs, what we're doing is teaching content to students directly. Hopefully that goes, the information expands beyond that to their families, friends, things like that. With the kindergarten program, we're not getting into a lot of science. The idea behind the kindergarten program has to do with getting students excited about science. So it's more of a PR program than a heavy content program. Although I must say, it does correlate real well with the science standards for kindergarten. But the idea is that we have FGCU students that need to do some service in the community, and we want the FGC students, our students here, to be engaged in something that's really beneficial. And going into a kindergarten classroom is extremely motivating, as you know, for kindergarten students, by having big university students coming in there. So the students go in there and they're going to present a lesson. They're going to show them these giant bugs. They hear about mosquito control, they hear about mosquitoes, they make a mosquito model. And the elementary students, the kindergarten students are motivated. They're finding out that science is fun. They're finding out that science can be taught by men and women. So it's not just a male-dominated field.
Well, there's a number of benefits, but probably the biggest benefit is the fact that students get to see some hands-on science inquiry as well as some job-related experience. It really brings the real world into the classroom.
It's not just what the university student is giving to those little kids, it's really what they're getting from it as well. And I'm hoping that part of that understanding of what a classroom teacher goes through and what a kindergarten student looks like in a kindergarten classroom today is beneficial for them as they're voting and making decisions.
If we can develop in students and youngsters appropriate and sensitive responses to the environment, then they carry that home, the parents see that, the parents then begin to respond to the new sensitivities and the new awareness that the students have.
The reason that our program is at the scope that it is, the reason that we're able to get to so many schools is because of the collaboration of the 3 agencies, Lee County Mosquito Control, Florida Gulf Coast University, and the School District of Lee County. We would not be able to get to all the classrooms we get to without the support of the school district. We're based in environmental education department here at Lee County Schools. We wouldn't have the resources to get to our kindergarten program if we didn't have the support of Florida Gulf Coast University in providing incredible interns. And none of it would be possible without Lee County Mosquito Control, because they are the funding agency behind this. And Mosquito Control recognizes the importance of teaching our students science and getting them interested in science, so these students that are coming up are going to be interested in, hopefully, going into STEM-related fields in science, technology, engineering, and math.